All right, everyone, let's begin the scrum with Ssumday. Ssumday, what we're going to do here is I'm going to read a few pre-submitted questions from the press, and then we are going to open it up for a Q&A session live.
Okay.
The first question comes from Shay from Gamezo. How are you finding the adjustments to Reaper's coaching style?
I can say his personality is very straightforward and his coaching style as well. And he's trying to make it simple for everything. So you can play even if you're not talking, like a detail. So I like his coaching style.
I have another question about Reaper from Joseph from One Esports. With Reaper joining as the new 100 Thieves head coach, how has he made an impact on the team's mindset and approach to gameplay?
He's really trying to motivate for us too, and he's basically saying trying our best is just no much simple, and then you have to put more than that, and then every day you have to immediate training for everything, and we were trying to do it that way.
Mustafa from Esports GG asks, you finished 4th in both spring and the mid-season showdown, but delivered very strong and promising performances. Do you think the changes made to the team will push 100 Thieves to achieve what they couldn't do before?
I think between third place and fourth place is big difference, because you can go world or not is a lot of impactful, and I definitely can believe we can go at least third place or 1-2 as well.
Nick Geraci from Invin Global asks, how do you think Abadage performed in his first LCS match?
I didn't really know well about him before he joining my team, because I was watching only full POV, not one specific player, and we scrim a few weeks right now, and I think his playstyle is, I like it. He's really sometimes aggressive, sometimes he's defensive, so I like his playstyle.
Nick Ray from Upcomer asks, who's the best Gwen player in the LCS right now, in your opinion?
I cannot say specific player because I haven't played all the other player against it, but I think I can say definitely one of the top laner can be best Gwen player, because I think Gwen is most likely going top lane a lot.
All right, that's the end of the pre-submitted questions. I'd like to open it up to live questions. We'll start with Shay from Gamezo.
What are your current thoughts on the meta right now? Are you comfortable with the meta and the champions that are currently supposed to be played?
Can you say again? Sorry.
Yeah. What's your current thoughts on the top lane meta and the champions that are in the meta?
Some champion is OP, some champion is just okay, and after OP champion is gone, most champion is kind of balanced, so it's okay if I'm playing OP champions.
We'll go to Michael.
So I have a bit of a question about the Karma Ezreal comp. This is something that many teams have been running today, and I just kind of want to know, what do you think it brings to a comp, and why don't you think it worked this game in particular?
I think it's kind of good combo bottom, and you can flex city way as well, and you can use a lot of strategy. You can poke and you can kite back usually, and this game we made super obvious mistake a lot, especially early game, so we couldn't stop the snowball. That's why we lost.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Shay, we'll go back to you.
Most people have 100 fees in the top 3 for the power rankings for Summer Split. Does that pressure you and team at all to perform and reach that top 3 spot ahead of Worlds?
If people expectation is super high, usually got pressure a bit because I wanna show like I perform super well and I wanna play really well. But I think it's just like normal things, and I have to take it. And sometimes it helped me improve to be better player.
All right, we'll go with one last question. Oh, sorry, two. Shay and then Michael.
What's your thoughts on the new LCS format? Of course, now your standings from Spring Split will carry over into Summer. Do you think that may affect your chance at reaching Worlds, or do you think this is a change for the better and for the future of the LCS?
Maybe just one game can be like butterfly effect a lot, but I just don't think about a lot like that system. I just thinking if we play well, we're gonna win and can go Worlds. That's my goal as well.
Go ahead, Michael.
Kind of rubber banding off that last question. With the academy system changing over to best of 2, I was kind of curious what you think of the LCS switching over to that format. Do you prefer BO1 or is BO2 better?
I don't really mind either over that, but I'm not sure which one better because there is pros and cons, and one game is really short. And if you like prepare well, just one game, you can like lucky punch to like high performance team. But if you do best of 2, usually like underdog cannot beat that much unless you actually really good performance. So I'm not sure which one is better.
All right, Shay, last one.
Thank you. Sorry for so many questions. Has anything changed in the team's mentality going from spring to summer? Perhaps your approach to the game and your overall plans of what you're actually going to do when you're in the game?
We changed the coaching step and they made us we going like hiking a lot and meditation and we doing yoga stuff in the morning, and I think it helps a lot when we are like doing warm-up game, but we still like be more improve. So we're gonna show as soon as possible.
Thank you.
All right, that concludes this scrum for Ssumday. Ssumday, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.